Hi, darling, hi, babies. Guys, to anyone who's new to my YouTube channel, I go by the name of Tshiamo Ngwenya. How you doing? To the regular, thank you very much for your utmost loving, consistent support. Alright. So, boy lovings, boy babies. Okay, wait. I feel like I'm forgetting something. Guys, please make sure to like, comment, share. Alright. And most importantly, please subscribe to this channel and be a member, a friend, a family to this channel. You get me? Guys, please make sure to subscribe to this channel, because I'm also going to touch base on the importance of that and also how that is impacting / affecting me. So I've opted that I am going to finally do a life update, because I feel like it has been postponed a lot, and most of you have been wondering why the ghostings, but I'm going to try to keep it brief. I'll try. However, yeah, let's get down to it. I hope everyone is still moisturized, sanitized, wearing your mask, staying safe, looking beautiful. You get me? So yeah, I want to today like what I want to show you that I'm wearing PJs. This is actually my first time that I am wearing PJs. Not because we can't afford it, child, but it's a case of I barely see the importance of it, because most of the times I either sleep naked or half naked. Half naked as in like I'd wear like an oversized top or t-shirt, and that's me, like a done deal. Now it explains how men can cuddle now. But anyways, you know what? Back to the focus. So yeah, guys, where do I begin? Guys, you're going to realize that I sort of like started battling or having to delay a lot of my content. Reason being, I was going through like certain issues with that. Low-key, I feel like I have mental issues, and sometimes at least I have found ways in how I can then get to cope. Let me get my tea. Child, let me get my tea. So the AMs, and we woke up like this. So yeah, guys, where do I begin? First and foremost, I didn't want to record because I was supposed to have created content yesterday. Today is Sunday. Please do not mind the whole fiasco happening in the background. My neighbors having to compete with different CDs and songs that are played because it's a Sunday, as if it's the auditions all over, not just. But anyways, I lapo. So yeah, guys, I'm back to the story, back to the climax. So yeah, guys, I was going through a moment and I decided that I'm going to try and take some breather from, not entirely, but take a bit of breather from social media. And another thing is that, guys, you need to understand that data is very expensive, especially for us new beginner content creators. Data is ridiculously expensive, and whilst at that, guys, hey, you have to understand that I'm not monetized. Number one, everything from your makeup, clothes, content recording, upload is entirely based on me, including having to edit my videos. Hence, it's very easy for a content creator to be easily demotivated in the streets of YouTube. Never mind how bad or how big you want to succeed in this field or industry, if I may say. So it tends to be very tricky, guys. Sorry if I sound a bit funny, but I have a blocked nose. In case people think that I'm pulling an accent, I have a blocked nose and it's a maza. Please do not ask. Now I thought of yesterday. Guys, well, I need to go do my hair. I don't know about y'all. Ooh, guys, my hair's a maza. I thought to come raw and unfiltered to you so that y'all know. But I do have crusty days, and I think this is the perfect timing to be doing that. So yeah, let me not dwell too much. So back to the focus of the story. So yeah, everything it entirely is based on me having to make it work. So it's very difficult, guys, I'm not gonna lie. Hence I went on and I bought Rain, yeah, 5G, alright. So with that, I get to pay 500 per month. But the maza is that my room with network, yes, you got the bundles, come on. Or you can't even call someone or your emergency because dollar network. So unfortunately it doesn't connect the site, but at work it does connect. And another thing is that I was cut off the work Wi-Fi because my beautiful iPhone decided to do updates. And guess what? Because I decided you're winning, guys. Yeah. It did automatic updates, guys. So anyone who wants to get themselves an iPhone, make sure your iPhone like make sure the corner because while the maintenance here quality is great, I'm not gonna lie, but this constant updates, it's a maza software update, this woo, get stressed. So yeah, guys, and also I have been going through differences with some of my friends. It's nothing personal, let me start there, and I'm going to create content having to elaborate further on the topic of friendship, but there's a lot that comes or happens in friendships which sometimes it's either we are aware of it but we're trying to ignore it, and sometimes we're just not aware of it even though it's happening in front of us, and sometimes it's a case of you trying to convince yourself that it's not what it is because you have so much faith and you see the value of that friendship. But what I can tell you is that over the past few weeks, I've found so much peace with having to try and be on my own, guys, having to do some self-introspection, having to literally spend more quality time than having to allow people in my space. And I think this is one exercise that I feel I needed to learn and master, even though at times I would feel like it would bring me so much like loneliness, because I think with me I find myself in situations given that I'm running away from something. So in this case it would be something like loneliness, nah? But yeah, guys, friendships, nah? Yeah, friendships, relationships, that is a topic on its own, which if I touch based on it now, I'm not gonna finish. But make sure to look out for that video. I'm going to try and create content hopefully next week. I'm not sure with the uploads. I'm trying to at least upload one video per week, given what I just advised previously in terms of having to have everything rely on me. And yeah, it has been that. And also, guys, something happened. Something happened yesterday. And before you go far, also, I've also gotten to learn that in a workplace, do not be too trusting with everyone that you regard as a friend, everyone that you feel comfortable around. Because I feel personally, if Moto an opportunity to jump into the position that you're working at work or you currently have at work, they'll definitely take it without doubt, whether it is your friend or not. Because at the end of the day, life teaches you something, like you having to know that at the end of the day you have yourself to look out for. Even though you have certain people that are willing to help you, but you have yourself to look out for. And with my past experiences, now I'm deriving back to touch basing again on relationships. With my past experiences, what I strongly believe in, guys, I think I did a video, I think it was a feature with Lemon, and I know to certain people it communicated as if I've given up on love. Guys, I'm a hopeless romantic. This time you got it right. Alright. Guys, I'm a hopeless romantic. Fuck, you're not. Oh, damn. Like, sometimes I find myself in situations where I'm like, fuck, we're not gonna catch. Because, okay, guys, let me not mix here. Let me focus on, like, pointers and pointers. So guys, Eric are here. Let me tell y'all some little something. So guys, for the past weeks. Oh, guys, you know, February, the day where people should be celebrating Valentine's with their partners. We've been supporting cast, some of us. Like, literally, we've been a supporting structure to certain people, and that did hurt us deeply, because there's nothing that hurts like feeling used or having someone regard you as an option, whether you're in a relationship or not. Like, whether it has to be platonic relationship or romantic relationship. With me, if I had to choose between two, I feel like the biggest breakup that should hurt the most has to be with friends. And now, yes, I know when you fall in love, it's like something in you shifts, including a brain cell. But now, I don't feel to want to prioritize a man as much, because for some odd reason we have trained our mind to think, correct, they're going to come and they might eventually leave the way they came. It's not you having to be a narcissist, but it's you having to allow yourself in a way. I mean, currently we're within the times and era where loyalty, it's something that you can spell out, and something that most gens don't know how to maintain. And funny thing is how we also go about it is that we take loyalty, you know. With me, let me explain this again. With me, reality has taught me that loyalty is not a case of someone choosing to stick with you and not fuck around, right? However, loyalty to me would be someone, even if, you know what, we're at a point where people want to explore, you know. Me being me, I'm gonna let you be. But again, I'm going to sound like a parrot, because I feel like I've repeated this point constantly on my other content, you know. I feel now, one thing that I want, now I choose respect over loyalty, you know. Loyalty is something that you can't necessarily take a control of, because to a person, it has to be a personal choice. I choose to be loyal to you. I'm not obliged to be loyal to you. Marriage or not, it has to be that case, the way I am analyzing it or observing it, you know. And respect is something that someone can live to show you, you know. Even though maybe you're dating a serial cheat, the fact that you don't get to see the red flags. Okay, well, here's the thing, this is a very contradicting topic, because I feel like with that, if you know your person, you'll know their habits, how they react, their moves. And obviously with men, I feel like they tend to be very reckless, hence they can't actually maintain the consistency, because this whole double life thing, guys, you know, it's very tricky. It goes with girls that are able to operate 3 men at the same time. Like, okay, go back the tutorial. Fuck, my ring light just died out. Okay, give me a minute. Sorry guys, I had a glitch there. Another thing that you have to know, my ring light is a Mazda. I am, however, saving towards having to buy a bigger and proper ring light. So back to my point, alright, I'm very much curious, how do other girls do it? Like, having to operate 3 men at the same time. Guys, cheating is a lot of administration. That I'm not gonna lie about. Like, it's a lot of administration. Even though sometimes it might be fun to someone, because it's like you always staring into new things, you know, dipping dipping them on them, you know. But it's very tricky. It's very tricky, and you always have to be uneasy, you always have to be jumpy, you always have to be on alert. Like, kwena ole wanna stand there, kwena ole always whatever a thief at night, you are that person. Like, you always have to look out for yourself so that you don't get caught. But why the administration? Okay, that's not the point that I wanted to communicate. I realized that I said yesterday something happened. Guys, I have a tendency of having to derive quickly, because my mind works like a mind of a chameleon. Literally, any color I touch onto, I change. Not skin color. Everything I touch onto, I change. If a point comes into my body in the middle of the point, I'll jump into it. Listen. So guys, something happened yesterday. Another thing that I feel, you know, yesterday I had a beautiful conversation with one of my exes. Do not judge, guys. Do not judge, honestly. But I feel like we all deal with our past traumas. We all deal with our grieves, we all deal with our burdens differently, or battles rather differently, you know. And with me, mainly, one thing that tends to be triggered most, it has to be with relationships, or men in particular. I find myself in positions where I'd be in casual meets and casual sex a lot, and that to me, literally for the longest time, it had me having to withdraw from intimacy or sexual intercourse. Reason being because I'd feel like I'm used. First and foremost, guys, you all know, if you are loyal to the channel, you'll know that like deal, guys. Reason being, I don't know if it's a mental thing of me having to think, or maybe in a way it makes me feel like a woman. And again, that doesn't have anything to do with whether I feel as if I'm trapped or not. I'm gay and proud, and my pronouns still remain as at him, he's, them, and you can go on. As long as something that relates to me and doesn't change me as a man, I'm happy with that. That is with me. It's not for everyone, guys, because everyone goes with their own pronouns, choices, the labels, which I hate very much, but they vary a lot in this family tree of ours, which is the LGBTIQ. Alright, hi family, how you doing? Oh my god, oh my god. You're so a pride. You see what's happening, guys? My mind twitches quickly, but anyways, bear with me. So back to my point, alright. So now, my views on casual sex. I don't like it, and I'll tell you why. Casual sex is for someone who willing like motherfucker, like someone who has given up. Not given up, but someone who has trained her heart, like created those walls, like barricades around pelo. Listen, like ebangena. Konda, like ndizoyimela. Ibatla about fast strong impogoto. No, I'm not that. I'm not gonna lie and act all tough here. Me, when I cry, guys, I once had like an ugly cry for a gent. If I mention his name, you're a shabu, like, oh. Yo, one thing about certain men, they'll hurt you, and it's kind of how the battle hit her one time. No, battle, they'll tempela you and you'll kick me in your hands. Yo. So this gent, okay, I'm not gonna talk about him because that's a story time, honestly. But I was hit by a gent, and this gent I loved so much because one thing about me, even in situations where I'm like, we're not gonna catch feelings, okay, mama, we're not gonna catch feelings, and now I'm gonna go in, can tell her I'm stronger than this. Listen, bad bitch, what? Why it's about Pilu? Pilu, plus that guy can help you left piggery. The minute basically I'm starting, I think okay, so my friend Tembi, right, did tell me one thing, or teach me rather one thing, that Tshiamo, try to avoid having to be too intimate with the guy if you don't want to catch feelings. Because this was when I wanted to venture into this whole thing of having to get into these casualties and not catch feelings. Like that thing of, okay, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. Because boys, one thing about street gents, they'll make sure to remind you of that part, eh? And now I love them for that. I think the suspense by default turns me on. So crazy, but hey. But one thing about street gents, guys, those my Fs, those MFs, chill. Yo, my god, they like but make sure, contract. And first and foremost, now make sure to put out the disclaimer before they can. That assures them comfortability. That assures them that they at an instant they can trust you, And also, street gents, one thing about them, they'll use you, especially if you're gay like myself. I'm gonna repeat that part. They are going to use you. And the sad part is that they get to see us like nothing more than just pleasure toys, or an escape place. A straight man, it's rare for one to find a straight man that would want to jump into conversation for a good maybe 30 minutes to 1 hour without them having to get a boner or want to get intimate. I feel like they have all these burdens that they carry with them, and the first thing that comes to mind when they want to distress is a gay gent who they to them will come across as desperate and very dick hungry, very I want sex right now. Because most of the gay guys created that perception in the society that that's all that we mostly good at. We're good at sex and nothing more, or we after intimacy and nothing more. It's like rona feelings, which is the hurting part. But today I'm not gonna carry no emotions, child. Listen, I'm at a better place, as a matter of fact. And it also has to go with what happened yesterday. Finally, I'm getting to touch base on that. So yesterday I was with my ex, right? This is the ex that got to hurt me good. Guys, I'm not gonna lie. This guy took me through hell and back. I lost my hairline at some staging. But you know what? The thanks that much on we're recovering. It's stressing, but one thing about men, they make sure, like, yeah, they make sure. So yesterday I was in a situation where I was like, if I want a future, I need to then acknowledge my past. I need to try and outgrow my past. And I think with me, I have attachment issues where if I once loved someone, I'd love you too dearly. I don't necessarily think that feelings do get to go away. I feel like sometimes it's a case of us having to convince ourselves, or for our own sake, we try by all means to move on from that. However, with that, you need a supporting reason for you to actually move on, because you can't move on if you don't have a reason to, Even though that person hurt you, I don't feel that is enough for you to move on. It might be, depending on the kind of pain that they inflicted on you. However, I feel like sometimes you also need that extra push. Like, you need to go back to them. I know this sounds pretty naive, desperate 101, but I personally feel like you need to go back to them. Get to try to rekindle things with them just for the last time. And if it doesn't work, that is you knowing what I tried, I lived my life on 3 attempts, but with boys it's 2. I'm keeping it to 2 because this is a height. This miss me. So I'm not in the mood to be graded and being added to different dressings and meals. So now, oh my god, my cough is cold. Damn. So now, guys, okay, I got to spend the moment. Okay, the guy actually spent the night over. We had quite a deep conversation. So we got to Netflix and chill, which was great. We had a deep conversation, which I also liked because it enabled me to actually get some clarity if or not is he the same person or has he grown to change. Because personally, I feel like people evolve a lot, and with people like myself who have attachment issues, we don't quite adjust or take it easy. The fact that people get to evolve, they change, they grow, we don't get to take that easy. Hence would want that assurance, no man, that good person that I knew, like, it's still there. The person that I met is still there. We tried by all means to convince ourselves otherwise. And this is where you then need to go back. And if it's a case of you having your heart being hurt again, then so be it. Now you got reassurance. So with me, the last memory that I had with this gent is how he would moan. Like, okay, this is not the time, man. But guys, I don't want him back. Some of you be saying that I'm blushing as if I go mountain runs. No, guys, it was how he moaned every time he was about to climax, and how it gripped me so tight, and how it breathed on my neck. Ooh, deja vu, oh my god, the deja vu. But yesterday I got a reassurance of that. Not reassurance, but I actually enabled myself to get a new memory to say that things have changed. We didn't get to be intimate, but we got to do some little flower playing, and it didn't feel like as magical as I'm used to it. I'm not sure if I'm making sense. Like, it didn't feel as amazing as the way I felt for one feeler, At some stage, it even felt as if he was doing certain things over the fact of, I just want to get over and done with it, or I just want to please him and let it be, And it was nice and overall, but my conclusion from this is that he enabled me to have a new memory. That's the point that I'm trying to put across. He enabled me to have a new memory of him, which is not a very pleasant memory, which is great in my side. And the fact that we got to talk about his girlfriends, also it helped me a lot to see how he has grown. He's no longer that shy person that would only like be a person who who can I talk to? Tshiamo, I'll be a first call, I'll be a go-to person. That has changed. All of that has changed. Now it's a case of he has options, so I'm one of the options, and with him he's also an option. Is it safe for me to say that we're still friends? Maybe. But am I confident with having to say that maybe I might want to pursue something with him? I don't think so. He's a beautiful gent, I'm not gonna lie. He's delicious, I'm not gonna lie. Something to feast eyes on, but will I let him hurt me the way he did before? I don't know. Am I a lover? Yes. Do I sometimes feel as if my love language tends to communicate as if I am being naive or desperate? Definitely. Do I get to then give people who I want to pursue relationships with a misconception that my love language is a way of me having to try and buy love? Definitely. Do I feel that now I want to go back to dating a guy that doesn't have an occupation or some source of income? Definitely not. And this is not me trying to say that now I'm acting all better and spicy, It's a case of throughout my life and journey, I've been more of a parent than a partner, I've been a supporting structure to most of my partners, and that didn't quite communicate the way I had intended for it to communicate. This does not mean that I am putting myself in a position where I want to cut all access or having to cut the ability of me having to do things for my partners, but I don't want to have my partner having to fully rely on me to get things done, because that now leads to my partner having to feel entitled to things that belong to me, and to him having to not even beg or ask anymore, but demand. I'm talking from experience, guys. I've lived to witness it at first sight, and I don't want to go into details with that because it's going to be a long hell of video, but I wanted to give you a glimpse of what I've been going through and dealing with. Currently I'm at a better place. Friendship wise, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. Sometimes I feel as if there could be a manual to friendships. I remember one time I was even ranting on my WhatsApp, and I was like, you know what, I respect and value friendships, but may we not stick around with people that have no contribution, whether it has to be financially, mentally, physically, have no contribution whatsoever into the friendship, and under the name of friendship or the title of friendship, or you having to hold on to the fact that guys, honestly, I don't believe in that crap. That crap will have you to the end or at the end of the cliff about to jump because you're like, I'm done. So that is something that I don't want for myself. I'm growing. Next year we're turning 25. Oh my god. And this is the scariest part, I feel. Growth, the more you start realizing how you're growing and you see people that you used to vibe with, babanyani, they started to grow, banana base. Like, it scares the hell out of me because I'm like, fuck. Like, at some stage, I have to come into terms with reality that my parents will move on. Like, my parents will eventually die, and I'll be an adult. I'll be at a phase where I want to start a family. I want a stable partner. I want a stable relationship. I want someone who I can count on, someone who I can come back to when I come back from work, come back to at home when I come back from work. I need someone who I can rely on, someone who would be like my pillow talk, But life is very tricky, just as relationships are. And yeah, I've been dealing, but I feel like I'm coping well by far. Um, my anxiety have been on maintenance, and I've been doing things which I enjoy very much. I've been doing my side hustle, which is makeup, and I've also been Netflixing and chilling a lot. And thank God we have my job to distract me most of the time, because on a weekly basis I have my job to rely on mostly. In terms of distraction wise, even though sometimes the pressure gets a real child, cause wow, adulting, woo, Jesus is Lord. that that shit's, yo, it'll sting you in the butt. It's a pain in the ass on its own. So yeah, guys, without having to not make this video hella long, guys, thank you for having tuned this far. I come to you raw and unfiltered. Please remember to like, comment, share, and most importantly, subscribe to this channel to become the family. Alright guys, ke le rata ka le ratela love, and I am going to definitely see you on my other contents. Please leave a comment down below, given your relationship experiences, your mental health issues, your depression, anxiety, what this year by far, what is it that you have been going through by far in this year 2022, and let's keep the communication happening. And please remember, give this video a big thumbs up. All right, be a friend to a friend, and make sure to promote this video as in a word of mouth, because most people, they don't really know. But yeah, guys, ke le rata ka lerato la love, and I hope everyone is fantastic and remaining moisturized. Alright, re ke tsamaya guys, and get a beauty rest. Tomorrow we have work, okay? Bye.